welcome to my 5th Flosstube. I hope you had a great January. I know that times are currently very stressful for a lot of you, so I hope I can give you a little escape from your daily struggles. So get comfy, grab something to stitch, and enjoy our time together. January was very wild for me, and somehow. Sorry, my cat is just trying to throw over the iPad and the microphone, so yeah, she's yeah. I guess we will deal with that. January was very wild, and somehow I stitched over 31,000 stitches. I don't even know how that happened. I guess having 2 weeks of vacation helped with that, so I think I just did a ton of stitching because I didn't go anywhere. I was just at home. Yeah, I don't even know how my hands survived that. It's, yeah, definitely a lot of stitching, like 1,000 stitches per day on average, which comes down to about 3 to 4 hours of stitching. I guess more like 4 hours for 1,000 stitches is a lot, because in 3 hours I'm able to do like 700 stitches if I focus on it and don't do other stuff. But yeah, I guess I have a new record of 31,000 stitches a month. Let me know in the comments what is your maximum amount of stitches you ever were able to achieve in a month. It's just, yeah, 31,000. I definitely don't think I can keep up 31,000 stitches for the rest of the year. Because I think my social life and everything else would suffer because of that. But it would be, I think, if the whole year, every month you would do 31,000 stitches, it comes to about 370,000 stitches, which would be like a huge full coverage piece. But yeah, I can't imagine having that much time for stitching. But yeah. So I can't wait to show you all the projects I've worked on. But before we dive into that, I want to give a quick shout out to some Flosstubers that I've been watching this past month and really enjoying, especially with all the whip parades in January. It's just yeah, lots of Flosstube, and so I think that also added to how much stitching time I got in. But yeah. One of the Flosstubers that I recommend is Crafty Gaming Jamie. I always say Crafting Gaming Jamie, but I looked it up and it's Crafty Gaming Jamie. She has, I think, mostly full coverage. I don't know if she has any other patterns. I think she just works on full coverage cross stitch, and yeah, she also does some vlog style videos, so where she gives a short update in between and then adds it to one full video. She also does like whip go to choose the project you're working on. She does like wheel spinning and a ton of that. So yeah, I also love her collection of artwork, and it's more like her name says, Gaming Jamie. So it's like, I think she has 2 Witcher patterns, and also like from Gecko Rouge, the small gamer, mini gamer, and so more like yeah, gaming stuff, as I said. Another one that I discovered was Pansy Stitches, or I think she's called Abby. She has such a cute whip collection. All of them have at least one small cute animal in it, and her whole vibe is very whimsy, and she's very cute. I enjoyed her very much. Another one that I'm watching for a long time is Cross Stitch with Luda. She has just the most perfectly laid stitches. They are so beautiful. She also gives close-ups of the work, so you can really see her stitches, and she has also inspired me to take a bit more time and focus more on the tension of my thread to make my stitches look a bit more nicer. But I'm dreaming. I don't think I can ever make my stitches lay as perfectly as hers. She does all the mirabilias, I think, or a ton of mirabilias she did. I think she also has a few Thea Governor kits, and she does a lot of kit stitching, like the Mentions. I think Mareshka, Luca is, I think, are some of them. So she does a ton of kits, but she has so beautiful stitches. And she has a very distinct style, I think, from projects she chooses, but she's been around for a very long time on Flosstube, I think. Yeah, so go watch those Flosstubers if you feel so inclined. So yeah, let me flip you over around so you can see the projects I've worked on in January. So you can see where those 31,000 stitches went to. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So let me start with my first project. This is a new start. This is Cozy Nest from Nafnolu, I think they're called. I don't know if I spell it correctly. It's a cute little crow which is knitting orange sock. Yeah, I just love the pattern. I had to start it immediately since I love knitting, and I also knit a ton of socks for my family. Don't mind all the cat hair in every one of my projects. Has a ton of cat hair in it. I don't know if I ever figure out a way, but if you have animals, you know, the hairs just get everywhere. This is stitched on a 22 count. I think you call it Hardanger. Yeah, or I don't know. I think there is another name for it. It's cotton fabric, and I tea-dyed it myself, so it's quite easy. I can recommend you try it since it is a quite nice color, for example, for samplers or any other project that need a kind of light beige background. It has some slight modeling, but I think you can't really tell. Sulta is the other name. Now I remember. It's called Sulta, and it's stitched 1/1 full cross. Yeah, you can see it here. I have some. I think they're similar to CXC threads. I once got a kit second hand where there are threads and floss in it that had DMC numbers, but they are more like synthetic fibers, so I think they are quite similar. So you see they are a bit bulkier than the DMC, and especially the black DMC is always a bit thinner than most of the other colors, but I don't mind, especially for small projects like this, and since I want to use up all the floss I have, or use up, I don't want to have it laying around. I have it to stitch with it. Yeah, I love the project. It's at about 22%. It in total has like 5,800 stitches, and I'm at about 1,200 stitches. Yeah, I think I can get it done quite soon, but it's just a project that I can carry around with me. It's quite small, and if I have some time on my hand, for example at meetings or something, I can stitch on it. Yeah, that's that. Another new start is the closely kept 4 from Shaded Stitchery. I did all the other closely kept patterns by them. I love the patterns and I love the meaning behind them. And it's this, usually I do them as a, how do you call it when you go to work, like travel project. Yeah. It only has a few stitches done, but in total it only has 1,400 stitches, and I have 68 stitches done. It's stitched on a 26 count even weave that I got second hand, so I don't know what the color is called. It's a very light lavender color, and it's stitched with a Mrs. Cedar silk because I love the very slight variegation, and I stitched all of the closely kept series on this fabric and floss combination. So yeah, I will probably stitch it on my commute, and I don't know when it will get done. It depends on if I have other commute projects like sock knitting or something. But yeah, this is how far I got. So the next project you saw the last time, so this is not a new start. This is Festive Forest by the Blue Flower. I only had some of the flower done here, and I think some of those leaves, and now I finished the whole outline and border stuff, so I can finish it in a cute pillow. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I finished the color fully here. I only started a small part where I think it's a cardinal bird, but I only did some stitches on it. So that's that. I'm quite happy with the progress. It's stitched on a 40 count raw linen. I think it's raw linen is the colorway. But yeah, I didn't iron it, if you notice. But because I just can't be bothered because they will wrinkle up quite easily, especially linen gets quite wrinkly if you're not careful or if you put it in a hoop. But I mostly stitch it in hand. I don't know if, for example, around here is a very big, I don't know, a very big, not horse, but it's quite a lot of block stitching, and maybe I will do it in a hoop because if I stitch it in hand on such a small count, it might not look right. But yeah, I'm quite happy. It's at about 16%. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I will probably not finish anytime soon because it's that has a total of like 11,000 stitches, so that's quite a lot. It just looks so small because I'm doing it on a very high count fabric. Yeah, I did 1,300 stitches on it. So yeah, that's did quite some progress. I'm quite happy that I did all the outline because now I can go anywhere I want in the pattern and don't have to go from the middle out, and yeah, that makes it a lot easier. The next project is also one that you saw quite a lot in the last few months. This is the Slater stocking by Shepherd's Bush. I think I had the house done already. I did a ton of those trees. I finished some of the presents here and the sled. I started down here. I did the border and the name I put in. So everything is finished up till there. So everything is done except for the beading. So here is still no. See, still the roof missing and the door and some in his pants, and also the presents here need to be finished, and all down here isn't finished yet, but it's at about 75%, so not a lot to I don't have to do a lot of stitching. I think I can finish it in about like 3 days of stitching, so 2 days for the crosses and 1 day for beading, I guess. Then I can maybe fully finish it with the other stocking and hopefully finish them till Christmas, but we will see. I make lots of plans, and if I don't feel like doing it, I don't feel like, so it's quite hard. So this is one that I think you only saw in my whip parade in November, I think. This is Grandmaster Duck by Heaven and Earth Design. This is stitched on 22 count even weave, 26 count. I'm messing up my numbers already. It's 26 count even weave, I think. I got it second hand, so it's the same fabric I used for Closely Kept by Shaded Stitchery. So I measured it, and I think it comes to about 26 or 27 count even weave. Yeah, so it's done 2/1 10 stitch, so it goes a lot faster than my other full coverages, because 10 stitch goes quite easily. So I did finish. I started it at the middle of last year, I think, and yesterday I started stitching some more on it when I watched Bridget the Museum Stitches Flosstube, and I think Pansy Stitches Flosstube as well, and it was very easy to get like 2,000 stitches done in 1 day because you only do half crosses, so like only half the work per cross. And yeah, I love how it looks. I think the shading will turn out quite nicely, especially those birds. I think those are, I don't know, oranges, maybe something smaller, some smaller orange fruit, but yeah, I enjoy it. It makes a lot more fun than my bigger pieces, but yeah, I hope I can get the other ones finished as well. But in the future, I will probably only do full coverage pictures with 10 stitch. So it's mostly full coverage, so the duck is full coverage, but it doesn't have any background, so it's background removed. So it has like 1/5 of the stitches as my biggest, like the one you see down here, like the dream piece. And yeah, I don't know when I will get to it next. I'm quite motivated right now to stitch on it, but I have some other stitching goals, so I don't know yet. I'm now about 3.1% done on this, so I can get 1% done when I stitch on it one day. So it goes quite fast, and it makes a lot more fun when you see the progress much faster. But I also did lots of the block stitching, and not all the ninja stitches appear in its head, so maybe it will slow down when I don't do like a big block on B5200. But yeah, I can get you closer. Yeah, I just love it. And I already tested, because I was quite scared that my marks won't come off if I wash it, but I tested it and they come out, so I don't have to be scared that those won't disappear and you will see it through the brighter parts of the piece. So yeah, quite happy about that. So yeah, now let me show you another new start. I already talked about it a few times. This is Contessa from Unconventional Cross Stitch. I only did a bit of a test stitching on it because this is a new fabric that I didn't stitch on yet. This is a 25 count Gobelan, I think you call it. I think Luca S sells it. It's more of like a needlepoint fabric, so it's a lot stiffer and the holes are a bit bigger than a classic 25 count even weave. And I tried to see how the coverage will look like with 2/1 10 stitch, and I think it looks quite good. This is DMC 310. I'm thinking of switching out the black floss for the anchor equivalent of it, which people say has a lot more coverage, but yeah, it was a bit of testing, so I didn't really have a big start on it. I also tried to see how full crosses will look like on this fabric. This is a different floss, so it's a green floss. I don't remember the color name, but I think I enjoy the 10 stitch more than the full cross stitches, but you could do either way. But yeah, I enjoy this fabric, but I will have to put it on a scroll frame. I already have the scroll frame at home, but I still have to put it on it because the fabric is so stiff. I don't think it will work well in a hoop or in like a Q-snap or anything, so I will have to put it on a scroll frame and then I can put more time into it. Yep. And it also goes so much faster with 10 stitch, I can't believe it. So now here is my one and only Gecko Rouge kit. I think you call it Gecko Rouge or Gecko Rogue. I don't know if you spell it English or French, I don't know. But yeah, I had a full page finish, so it's a quite small page. So you see this is usual page size and this is smaller because it's at the bottom of the piece. But I'm quite happy. Yeah, I didn't think I would be able to make one page, and I hope next month, maybe, we'll see. February I won't be able to stitch that much because I'm on vacation with my family, so I won't get in as much stitches. But at the end of the year I want to be at least at 10% at this piece. I haven't done a ton on it. It's at about 5.6%, I think. You can see up here, this is an older part you already saw the last few times, I think. But yeah, this is what I got done this month. All the other things were already stitched. You see the nerd hoop marks. I hope they, yeah. I won't iron it because I'm also scared if I iron it that the lines I sketched on will be permanent, because I've heard of some lines being permanent after you iron them, so I don't want to take any risks. I want to make sure that they iron out, they wash out properly. But yeah, it's also, I think, only 1,900 stitches. Nah, 190,000 stitches, I think, in that ballpark, approximately. but yeah, it's 80 count, either 2/1 full cross. So yeah, it's also a full cross, so it takes quite a long time. Yeah. So now to my biggest piece that got the most amount of stitches. The Gecko Rouge Coffee one got 5,000 stitches, I think, somewhere along the line. It got 3,600. Okay, not 5,000. More about 4,000. So 3,600 is still quite a lot, more than I expected I would get done. So now to my biggest piece. This is Dream by Yukari, charted by myself with the approval of the artist. So make sure if you chart some artist's work, you ask them if it's alright, or if you can compensate them in any way for using the artwork. So make sure to do it properly. Yeah, I think the last time I was about this page, I think, and I finished those 2 pages. And now I'm up here. I finished this page and started on this page. Yeah. So this is, I think it goes about here. So I did around 21,000 stitches. So this is one that got the most attention, and I'm surprised at how much I got done, but I'm a bit scared that I burn myself out. It's just so much stitching that I still have to do. But now I'm at about 64%, which is quite nice. I still have to do about 163,000 stitches, which is a lot, and I still hope that I can finish it this year, but I'm not too sure. I'm thinking about if it's only 163,000 stitches, if I do about 16,000 stitches a month on this piece, I will get it done in around 10 months, so till the end of the year. I'm probably alright if I get it close to a finish to the end of the year. But yeah, I had it around for such a long time. I'm just so ready to finish it, and it's so big. It takes up so much space, and yeah. Also, maybe I would recommend an image where more things happen and not 2/3 of the picture is background. But yeah, I love the image. I don't know how I will do at the half point of the year. I don't think 21,000 stitches a month is realistic. It's just, I was able to do it this month, but I don't think I am able to do it for the rest of the year. So I did some color completion last year, and now I'm trying to finish page by page. You see all those hanging threads. I hope you don't mind them. I kind of mind them. I would love to finish the threads, but if you have the hoop at this position, you can't finish the stitches up there, so I have to pack them, and yeah, it's okay. It's just the process, but yeah, I'm happy I got done so much. It's crazy. Like, about here is the middle of the piece, so I hope that, I think maybe next month I will do about at least 10,000 stitches, or that's like my plan. Because I'm on holiday, I just don't know how realistic it is to do 18,000 stitches. It's just what I thought. Maybe I can get it to 18,000 stitches. This is why I did 21,000 stitches this month, so I could slack off like 1,000 stitches next month, but it's just still quite a big number. I would have to do, I think, 650 stitches every day this month, and it's still not realistic. Yeah, since I also have to do work and stuff. But yeah, I'm happy with it, but yeah, I don't know how realistic my goals are. I'm planning to do some new styles like the Contessa with Squid. I want to get it on a scroll frame, do some more. I want to get all of my pieces to at least 10% at the end of the year. That's also quite a lot of stitching, so I guess like maybe my ink circles, big red ship of life, it's probably unrealistic because I think 10% is like over 10,000 stitches. But yeah, I want to get my memorabilia, the Muse, out this month, or it's just what I hope for, but I don't know yet. We will see what this month brings. Positive and negative things, like always. But yeah, you can see I had it around so long. I even have coffee stains here, so I want to have this stitch so you don't see it anymore. But yeah, I also thought maybe as soon as I finish this row, because I want to finish this row because it bothers me that I tried to finish this page a long time ago because I didn't want to do all the background and start working on the cat. So I want to finish this row so that it looks smooth, and then maybe do the rows horizontally, but I don't know yet. Depends on what I feel like when I finish the row, but yeah. That's a wrap for Flosstube number 5. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss an update. I will get going so I can get my February stitching done, especially on Dream, because I am still trying on every day I can. I am able to stitch at least 600 to 700 stitches on it, just to keep up with it. So I wish you happy stitching, and I will see you next time. Bye!